And Pope-mania is still going strong in Illinois. One lawmaker wants to put up a statue of the new Pope at the State House. The plan is to partly fund it with a new commemorative license plate.
The Chicago-born Pope is also being celebrated on tap. Dane Placco explains.
Papal dispensation is taking on a new meaning here at Burning Bush Brewery on Chicago's north side, which just this weekend began dispensing a new beer brewed in honor of the new Pope with a decidedly Chicago twist.
So last Friday we released beer called The Pope. The name we thought was fitting, is so Chicago.
The Pope is pouring on the taps here at Burning Bush, a brewery which already has something of a holy history. Owner Brent Raska was once a man of the cloth himself.
I'm a former Presbyterian pastor, and so all of our beer names are themed, like Lion's Den, Red Sea, Jonah, all have a biblical religious theme to it, and so it makes sense making the Pope beer.
Brewer Scott McElhaney says at first he wasn't sure about the idea.
Is this an appropriate thing? And it didn't take very long for me to say, yeah, no, I think a Pope from Chicago would love a beer named to Pope.
They decided to honor Pope Leo from Chicago by brewing a lower alcohol American mild ale made with all American grains and hops, and of course, Chicago water.
It's caramely and toasted. I've been describing it a little bit like a mix between a lager and a stout, which is two opposite ends of the spectrum. Hopefully we're doing him proud by just saying, here's something that appeals to the masses and brings people together.
Which is where they say religion and beer share a lot in common.
The community, the connection, the fellowship you have at a bar. Bartenders are often kind of like pastors.
And in Europe, monks have been brewing beer for centuries. And while it might not qualify as a miracle, over the weekend the bar was jammed with lines out the door. People eager for an audience with the Pope.
It was received really well. I just checked the sales. We sold a lot of pints over the weekend.
Do you think you did the Pope proud?
I'm going to wait for him to come and visit us to give me his final verdict if we ever get so lucky.
For now, you have to come to the brewery here in North Center in order to drink the Pope, but they do plan on brewing another batch later this week, which will be put into cans. So eventually, you'll be able to bring a little bit of the spirit home with you. On the north side, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.